purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We got to turn to the Most High and Him alone. Okay? No sidekicks. No only begotten Son of God. No Batman and Robin. None of that. You're going to turn to the Creator, the one and only true God, Yahweh. Okay? Some people call him Yahuwah. Some people call him Yahweh. Some people call him Yah. Some people call him the God of the Old Testament, the God of Moses. You know who we talking about. And if you don't, that's why we always give this little rundown at the beginning of every single video, every single live stream, because we never know who may be coming in here for the first time. And something that I've noticed, it seems at least for the last month or so, every other day it seems as if we got new chosen ones waking up. Whether the Most High just put it in their spirit just to come on YouTube, they think they just scrolling until they get to a certain video. They think they just scrolling, but you got no idea. You've been summoned by the mighty one of Jacob. And I would like to let you know out there, whoever you are, wherever you are, I am your brother, Mr. Real Talk. And this is your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. That's all we can do around here. We gonna give it the best try that we can do. We gonna give it the good old college try, as they say. I want you to hit the like button as you enter the live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because like I said, we got new people popping up every other day, new family members, okay, who were asleep just like we used to be asleep, but our sleep had a designated end time, and that time is now. And so now you having a mass awakening. And Bible prophecy is revealing the lost tribes of God's inheritance, the Hebrew Israelites. And we're going to read some Bible prophecy, some things that when they were written down, they were Bible prophecy. But now in 2025, as you and I read these things, it's no longer prophecy, because a lot of these things have already happened. A lot of these things are continuously happening. Anybody out there who has never heard what we're going to go into this evening, look, I'm going to try not to keep us too long, right? Because I know I'm just like y'all out there. We all got slavery in the morning or slavery overnight tonight. We work in many different shifts out there because we in captivity. Do you actually think that your life was supposed to be spent the majority of your time at work doing what another man or woman wants you to do? Now, you may do that just like I may do that. I didn't choose to do that. That's the world I was born into. That is the circumstances that I was born into, that many of you were born into out there. But as you all know, if you're familiar with this channel, you guys and gals know we always got to give it a few minutes to see if any bruise is going to make it up in here. Because YouTube does not like to send out notifications for this channel. As many of our family members on this channel know, and anybody who is new to this channel, After you've been around for a live or two, a handful of lives, you'll quickly understand why YouTube does not like to send out notifications. I'm always shocked. I'm always surprised when brothers or sisters even find this channel, because this channel has been shadow banned for years. The channel shadow banned, videos get shadow banned, red flagged, all kind of stuff. You wouldn't believe some of the tactics and antics that YouTube goes through because they don't want us getting together right now. You know why? Because right now on the low, God's hidden ones, God's chosen ones, the Hebrew Israelites, they're being gathered together. First, it starts spiritually. Everything starts spiritually first. That's why everybody that's on this channel, whether you've been here for a long time, whether you've been here for a couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of days, couple of hours, couple of minutes, doesn't matter. If you are here, you've been summoned here. Not because you know me, not because you like me, not because you like the words that I'm saying, but the Most High God is either summoning you here to this channel. It can only be but so many reasons. Either he's calling you home and he's gathering you spiritually, gathering us spiritually first, or he's bringing you to this channel for what I hope he's not bringing anybody that's here on this channel for this, but to use this channel as a witness against you. Because one day you're going to come up out of these bodies. All of us going to come up out of these bodies. And we're going to go into the spirit realm. And we are going to be in the midst and standing before our Creator. An account will be given. And some people don't believe it. Hey, it's not my job to get anybody out there to believe what I'm saying. I'm just sharing with the family what I can share. Okay? That's the job, right? When you know and your brother or your sister don't, that's your job to help bring them up to speed if you actually love them. Do you love your brother? Are you your brother's keeper? And look, don't lie to yourself, Hebrew. Are you your brother's keeper? And if you cannot say, yes, I'm my brother's keeper, you got work to do. But you got to be honest with yourself. I am my brother's keeper, and I am my sister's keeper. I don't care if I never met you in the physical realm. I got the majority of you guys and gals on here, I've never seen you in the physical realm. That don't mean I'm no less down with you. I'm down with the bros, and I'm down with the sisters. I'm down with the nation of Israel. I'm down with the Hebrew Israelites. I'm down with the chosen ones. And just like every one of you guys and gals have been summoned here by the Most High, I've been summoned here too. I had no idea when I came on YouTube I was going to be doing this. I did not. You guys, I'm telling you again, I came on YouTube 8 years ago, literally 8 years ago. My thoughts in my mind was, how can I help lower the shootings in the DMV area? Because it just got so outrageous. I guess I got so fed up with the constant shootings, the constant unalivings, robberies every day. It just got too much. I was like, yo, I knew that this was not normal. Even though it is normal, I'm like, yo, this cannot be normal. It struck a chord within me. The best way I can describe it is righteous indignation. That's what I felt going through my veins. And what I want you to do right now, because we about to get into some of this Bible prophecy, I want you to hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and share this video somewhere. Give me 1 minute, Hebrews. I see we got Hazel Woods up in here. up in here. What's going on, Hazelwood? Hazelwood says, hey, Mr. Real Talk, family. And then she throws up the all praises to the Most High emojis. Sounds good to me. What's going on, Hazelwoods? What's going on, Hebrews worldwide? Scattered into all nations. 1 second, man. Hebrews, hit that like button as you come through the door. Tav X, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We got to turn back to the Most High God and Him alone. No sidekicks, no Batman and Robin, no only begotten Son, brother, the blood of Jesus. None of that garbage, okay? It's time to snap out of it, Hebrews. Now, if you won't snap out of it, it ain't no friendly way to say it. You're gonna die, okay? And you're gonna die by the hand of your Creator. Believe it or not, He's not all love. Now, the God that the majority of people in this world serve, allegedly, that guy is all love. You know, the New Testament guy, the guy that wants you to drink his blood, to eat his body, even though the Most High told you don't drink blood and don't eat bodies. And He never said it was okay to spiritually drink blood. That's even more evil. But because of the brainwashing, because of the destruction mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, domestically, because of the disobedience of the ancient Israelites, the God of the Hebrews, He warned them. He told them, if you won't keep all my laws, statutes, and commandments, which can be found right here, okay, specifically in what you would call the Old Testament. Because let me tell you guys and gals out there something, if you don't know, this channel, we deal with the hardcore truths and the hardcore reality of spiritual matters. Mainly, the first things first, we got to figure out why our lives have been such a wreck. And it seems to have no remedy. See, that's the thing. If you're in a wreck, but you got a remedy, you can stomach that. But when there's just a consistent wreck with no remedy, you're not going to stomach that. You are going to die. And that's what's been happening to God's chosen ones, His chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites, who in 2025, the majority of God's people, they don't even realize that they're the Israelites. You know what we're doing? And this is directly related to the curses. You've been cursed, Hebrew. We call ourselves all kind of names. See, the Most High God made a deal with our forefathers. He came and got them out of slavery. Okay, ancient Egypt. I'm not trying to get anybody, I'm not going to try to force anybody to believe what I'm saying, because that's not my job. I'm merely sharing what I'm sharing. Okay, the people who are supposed to get this, you're going to get this, whether you get this now or whether you get this later. Because sometimes, the very first time that you get hit with the truth, sometimes because we all been brought up with nothing but lies, So sometimes it's hard for that truth to get in there. And the truth will sound like a lie. But it's something about hearing the words of the mighty one of Jacob. They don't miss. When those words go out, those words got mega, major, giga power. And somebody, some of you guys and gals all over, you get ready to see that in a few minutes as we begin to read, right? What we going to be reading out of? We're going to be reading out of this Holy Bible, right? And this Holy Bible, this channel is an Old Testament only channel, okay? The whole entire world. Give me 1 second, Hebrew. Give me 1 second. And I want you guys and gals, if you haven't done it already, I need you to hit that like button. Why? Not because you like me, but I need you to hit that like button so that another brother or sister will have a chance to see this video just like you all are having a chance to see this. This video is very important. This video is very critical because we are living in a very critical time. I'm telling you, however long you think you got, you ain't got that long. Look, I'm not setting no dates. I would be a fool to try to do something like that. Nobody knows the date. But we do know the seasons. You know how we know the seasons? We got the Bible, specifically the Old Testament. Like I said, this is an Old Testament only channel, a Torah only channel, a Tanakh only channel. That means there's no such thing as the only begotten Son of God. There is no such thing as the only begotten Son of God. That's a lie, a straight up lie. Your brain and your spirit has been hijacked by the Roman Church, which runs and controls every single church on planet Earth. Okay? The majority of people on planet Earth, they subscribe to what you would call the New Testament. In the New Testament, there's this guy named Jesus, the love of Jesus. This so-called, and I say so-called because around here on this channel, we got plenty of brothers and sisters who know, because the Most High has revealed it to us, ain't no such thing as an only begotten Son of God, okay? If you are watching this video, whether you are a man or a woman, if you are an Israelite, you are the Son of God. Ain't no such thing as the only begotten Son of God. The Most High God got millions and millions and millions and millions of sons. And it's you. You are his firstborn, whether you're a man, a woman, or not. And we're going to get that too before we get up off of here. We got to clear up a lot of this confusion. Did you know? And when I say you, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Hebrew. Whoever you are watching this video, there's no such thing as a coincidence. You are not here by chance. You're here because just like I was summoned to create a YouTube channel way before I knew I was a Hebrew Israelite. I was summoned. I didn't even know. I had no thoughts and aspirations of doing YouTube or being a YouTuber. But the Most High God, he drove me to get on here. I was summoned, just like you've been summoned. Because we are the chosen ones. But we have been hidden. We've been hidden from humanity. Because there's evil men on this earth and there's evil spirits on this earth. We can't even bring out everything tonight in one video. That's why we always on here going live. Seems like almost every other day. Okay? If you're not subscribed to the channel already, family, I would encourage you to subscribe. And I would also like to let you know on this channel, anybody you see that has a Rich by their name, okay? They can help you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's a very, very, very good, and I mean 99.9.9.9% chance that if anybody on here who's new, if anybody has a question, I'm pretty sure that anybody on this channel that has a Rich by their name They can guide you right. They know a lot. These people, they've been summoned. Everybody that's on this channel has been summoned. You either been summoned here to make fun of this channel, to make a mockery and say, look at them, y'all, that's so stupid, look at them, they lame, yada yada yada. Or you've been summoned to actually realize that we in the end times. And that in the end times, right under the noses of everybody on planet Earth, the Most High God, that's sound confirmation. The Most High God is gathering his hidden ones, his chosen ones, the Hebrew Israelites. And we get ready to read some Bible prophecy right now to let you know. Because somebody out there saying, man, you saying y'all the Hebrew Israelites. You saying you're chosen. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Oh, we get ready to get it. Okay? Check this out also. This is a Bible. There's many interpretations of the Bible. You got the King James Version. You got the New King James. You got the, what else they got out there? Amplified version. They got tons of versions, Hebrews. This version right here is a very peculiar version. You ain't gonna find another translation like this right here, okay? I encourage everybody that's on this channel, if you're watching this video, at some point, go check out the Yahweh Bible playlist. So far, we've made it up to like Genesis chapter 5 or chapter 6. I guarantee you, you listen along with that playlist, this Bible right here is going to blow your mind. So today, we're going to be hopping back and forth between the King James Version, the Yahweh Bible, okay? And we'll even take a slight glance at this right here, the Apocrypha, okay? And listen to me, Hebrews. Back in 1885, this Apocrypha was in the original King James Bible in 1611. In the year 1611, they printed the first English Bible. They translated it into English. These books that were in here were in your King James Bible, the very first one. But in 1885, the Roman church said, you know what? Get those books out of the Bible. And they took it out. And that's why today you have a lot of people say, don't read this, don't read that. Because just like you have been hidden, your information has been hidden. But we're going to shed a little light on the situation today. Now understand this, family. This is what I want y'all to understand. I got to give this disclaimer, right? Now, I don't have to give this disclaimer, but I'm giving this disclaimer. And why am I going to give this disclaimer? Number one, because I love the God of Israel. That is my father, and many of you out there, that's your father, whether you know it or not. If you don't know it, I'm here to help you know it, okay? Because I'm your brother, that means what? You are my responsibility. If you don't know, then it's my responsibility to let you know. How can I say I love my brother if I'm not going to let you know? And I know that you don't know, and I do. That's not love. Lying to people is not love. Telling them that everything's going to be okay, just give your life to Jesus. The blood of Jesus, brother. Love, brother. That's lying. It's not going to be okay. Yahweh, please forgive me for saying that name. Because we're not supposed to say those names, you guys. Sometimes I get caught up running my big black mouth, and because I really want you guys to know who we're talking about. Whenever we refer to JC on this channel, we're talking about Christ, the so-called only begotten Son of God, which there is no such thing. The Roman church gave that to you to turn you into a wimp, a chump, a sissy, and a weenie. They gave you somebody that's going to tell you to not fight back. That should set off red flags in your mind right there. Because guess what? Men of the Most High God, the men in the Old Testament, prophets, real prophets, none of this New Testament garbage. The prophets of the Most High God, Yahweh, they will put you to death in a heartbeat if you get out of line. Not on no thug stuff, not on no nigga stuff. Righteous indignation and judgment. People around the world back in the ancient days, they were scared to death of real men of the Most High God, not men of Christ, men of the Most High God, them warriors in the Old Testament. They'll hew you into pieces. And guess what? That's coming back, believe it or not. Doesn't matter who believes it. But right now, we're about to go into some biblical prophecy, right? Because biblical prophecy helps to strengthen your faith. And it also helps to remove the blinders. Because some of these things, when they were written, they were prophecy. Now that these things have happened, a lot of these things now, as we read it to us, it will be world history or secular history. And some of these things are continuous prophecies in a bad way. I'm about to show you how you know you a Hebrew Israelite. The Most High God, Yahweh, will put markers on you. He tags you. You know how you go on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and you tag people? The Most High God tagged the Israelites. And how did he tag you? He tagged you with curses. Yeah. The church ain't going to tell you this. Believe it or not, the church is a part of your curse. You've been given over to the hands of your enemies, and your enemies gave you church. In the Old Testament, there's no sound confirmation. And what is sound confirmation? Sound confirmation is when somebody, doesn't matter who it is, it could be me, you, the guy over there, the girl over there. Somebody makes a statement that is 100% true and cannot be debunked or denied. Oftentimes, after a statement like that is made, what you will hear is some sort of sound in the physical realm, like you just heard. You heard my phone go boo boo, whatever it did. Sometimes it'll be a door slamming. Maybe a dog will start barking. Maybe your phone will start ringing. Maybe somebody will drop a piece of glass on the floor. I've seen sound confirmation play out in all kind of ways. We've been on this channel right here. I think one time we was going live, the video, we was talking about foul spirits in Israel. Because we have a lot of foul-spirited brothers and sisters amongst us, okay? All praises to the Most High. He's getting them out from amongst us. But I made a live stream one day about the foul spirits in Israel amongst us, our brothers and sisters, because we are Israel. And I said something. I can't remember what I said, but whatever I said, it was 100% true. And as soon as I said it, sound confirmation, this door right here, this door just opened up. And it opened up like John, like all the way. It opened up on its own. Sound confirmation again, letting you know that what? The story that I just told you is true. If you didn't know how sound confirmation worked, you just witnessed it in real live time. But I'm telling you, I've seen sound confirmation play out countless amount of times. So when you start to see that, know that that's spiritual, Hebrew. And remember, sound confirmation. Not everybody knows about that, family. Like I said, I don't even remember what I said, but I said something. Whatever I said, it was 100% true. And as soon as I said it, this door right here just opened up all on its own out of nowhere. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I would not lie to you guys and gals about that because I know that the Most High will take my life. And I love the Most High and I love y'all. I'm not going to come on here and try to make up something like that. I don't want to get snuffed. The Most High is still in the snuffing business. He will snuff you out. That's why he got brothers and sisters out here sending out the warning. I'm sending out a warning right now. All these videos that I do, family, these videos are welcomes and they're warnings. We got Terry up in here. Good to see you, Terry. Terry, this is like the umpteenth time we have seen you up in here. I see you are a repeat offender, Terry. You keep on coming back, and we love that. You know why we love that, Terry? Because this is your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. And Terry says, shalom, everyone. And a good shalom to you, Terry. Always good to see you, Terry. Hazel Woods as well, always good to see you. I think, what was it like the other live? Was that Friday night or Saturday night? I can't remember. But the daughters of Zion was in here rolling deep like the mob. Rolling deep like the mob. Oh, and why I got y'all on here. Hey, look, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. First of all, anybody's in here right now, if you haven't, hit the like button, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I've been telling y'all I'm going to do a video strictly dedicated to the women that come on this channel, because the women that come on this channel are not like regular women. We're not going to play those games. It's nobody on this channel that's regular. First of all, let's get that straight. Men or the women. This is probably one of your most unregular places you're going to find a lot of unregular people over here. And the women that come on this channel, like Hazel Woods, like Terry, okay? All I can say is shout out to y'all, and I got y'all video coming. It's going to be Saturday evening. We going live, and that video is going to be to the daughters of Zion. Saturday evening. We probably going to start that live, y'all, probably like 6:30, just to be safe, because I know I'm going to have a long day of slavery. Probably like 6:30, y'all, Saturday. Be on the lookout for that video, y'all, the ladies video dedicated to y'all. Because the ladies that come on this channel on a regular, you ladies are so special. You are absolutely amazing. And y'all cut from a different cloth. And I told you, I got to give y'all flowers while y'all here. So in the spirit realm right now, I'm not physically with y'all, but I'm giving y'all flowers. Terry, here's your flower. Hazel Woods, here's your flowers. And any other ladies that's out here, if you're on here right now, here's your flowers too. Okay? Hazel Woods says, I will be there. That's right. That's right, Hazel Woods. I was looking forward to seeing you there. And I'm looking forward to see all the daughters of Zion if y'all can make it. Okay? I'm looking forward to seeing y'all Saturday evening. Y'all was in here Friday night or Saturday night rolling deep like the mob. I think it was only like one other guy in here. Like, two other guys. King David and what's our brother? Son of Yah. King David and Son of Yah was up in here. Everybody else, it was all the ladies. And we got a lot of our heavy hitters on this channel. We got a lot of heavy hitters over here. When I say heavy hitters, I mean people who will set you straight when it comes to these scriptures. If you see anybody in here with a wrench by their name, they know a whole lot. And they can help you. I'm talking to you, Hebrew, whoever you are, wherever you are. You see anybody in here with a wrench, they can help. And not only can they help, they love to help. Not only do they love to help, I love to help. We all love to help. That's why we here. This is a group thing over here. This is the group effort over here as far as trying to help the brothers and the sisters. That's what we doing. And the very few Gentiles out there that are going to cleave to the house of Israel, we going to help them too. But enough of me running my big black mouth. Ladies, I want to see you Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. We going live, and that video is dedicated to all of the women who come on this channel regularly. You know who you are. And when you come in that live stream, ladies, you can't just sit back and not say nothing. If you are a lady and you've been a regular on this channel, I don't care if you just been here for the last couple of days, couple of weeks. Look, like Terry. Sister Terry is she's not totally new, but she's relatively new comment in the live chat. But Terry is one of the gang. She's one of the family. Sister Terry, if you're free, we would love to see you in here Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. But like I said, enough of me running my big black mouth. We're going to go to some of these Bible prophecies to prove to men, women, children that you are the Hebrew Israelites. Now, here's the disclaimer I want to give, y'all. Like I said, I don't have to give this disclaimer, but I'm giving it because I love Yahweh and I love each and every one of y'all on this live stream and on the playback. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, I love all of y'all. And I got a certain responsibility towards y'all, toward Yahweh and towards y'all if you're watching this video. I don't want anybody to take anything personal. That's why I'm giving this disclaimer. These curses that I'm about to read, these prophecies, It's not to make anybody feel bad, not personally, but it's to make you humble yourself, just like it's to make me humble myself and to realize why my life was so crappy for so long. Not just me, why all of my brothers and sisters, why all of my friends, my neighbors, my classmates, why everybody's life was so crappy for so long. And a lot of our people's lives are still crappy. And there will be no relief. But you're getting ready to find out. It's because you are the Hebrew Israelites. You are the hidden ones. You've been hidden. You're a diamond in the rough. You don't even know it. You're a literal superhero waiting to be born. Don't even know it. You got no idea who you are, no idea what you are. But your life has been pure hell for the most part. Maybe here and there you've had a little relief, but for the most part, your life's been pure hell. You had despicable circumstances surrounding your life. And we're going to go into some of these curses. I'm telling you right now, family, I love all of the brothers. I love all of the sisters. But I got to bring this out because some of these curses, your pastor is not going to bring this out. So the only people who can do this is us. And since I'm one of y'all, this falls on me just like it falls on you. There's somebody out there right now. You might not be doing it right now, but at some point, you're going to have to start doing what I'm doing too. Not because I'm telling you to, but because that's your job. You just don't know it yet. Just like there was a time when I didn't know that this was my job. I didn't ask for this job, Hebrews. The Most High put me in this job, believe it or not. And I know that there's other ones of you out there. You're going to get put in that job too. You just don't know it yet. That's why you're here. But these prophecies are going to make a believer out of somebody out there, okay? But I had to give the disclaimer to all the brothers out there. Some of these prophecies, and I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. We're going to talk real. We're going to keep it raw and real. Some of these prophecies may cut to the core. It may hurt your feelings. Not because I'm trying to step on anybody's toes or hurt your feelings. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to be able to look in here and to see yourself and to know that I'm not making this up. Other brothers and sisters are not making it up. You are the Hebrew Israelites. That means you are the chosen one. That means you are the ones who've been hidden. And now that you are being unveiled, you're being revealed. That comes with responsibility. Like I said, each and every one of you, believe it or not, whether you understand it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you accept it or not, you are a superhero in the making. Superhero origins starts right here. Believe it or not. Ground zero. And I'm tired. It's 15 men right now. Hebrews, I had such a long week in slavery last week, working like just about every day. Long hours, overtime, and everything. Really didn't get no rest at all this weekend. And right today, back at it again. I'm tired. It's 25 men right now. But you know why I'm on here, though? Because I got a job to do. This is my real job. Because guess what? One day, I'm going to come up out of this body, just like you. And when I come up out of this body, I'm not going to be thinking about my slavery that I go to every day, 9 to 5. I'm going to be thinking about spiritual matters when I come up out of this body. And you better start thinking about spiritual matters now, because you don't know how long you got in these bodies. You're going to exit these bodies one day, some way, somehow. And when you do, then it's going to get real. We trying to prepare ourselves for that day. It could come at any time. Terry says, I'm looking forward to the chat. Okay, Terry, me and you both. And for the sisters as well, some of these prophecies that I'm going to bring out, y'all know. Sisters, if all the women that's been on this channel, for real, all it would take is for a woman to actually come on this channel one time and just listen to the whole live stream. You know that I love the women. I love the sisters. That's why I have to bring this out. Because a lot of you women on here, a lot of you gals and sisters, you know this, but most of you sisters out there, you don't know nothing about what I'm going to read to you. And you may get offended when I read some of these prophecies, because Prophecies is not designed to make you feel good. They're designed to bring awareness, to warn you. And a lot of times these prophecies, they sound confirmation, letting you know everything I just told you is true. Every disclaimer I just gave you is true. And my love for you is true. Whoever you are, wherever you are. Like I said, we got new brothers and sisters popping up every other day, it seems like. And sometimes they be on here for weeks and months. But as of now, the Most High putting something in their spirit to make them come forth and start commenting on the comment section, commenting in the live chat. You know why? Because the Most High is drawing that out of us. All of us have been summoned here together because this is one of our spots where we connect at. Sure, we got other spots too, but this spot is one of them spots as well. One of the goals of this channel is to be a spiritual pillow for God's chosen people, the Hebrews, as they come out of the storm, as they come out of this hellhole, this terrible nightmare of a world that we living in. If they can survive to even come out, I want them to have a soft landing spot when they come out of the insanity. Whether you're coming out of being a drug addict, an alcoholic, I don't know, maybe you just got out of jail, maybe you just got out of prison, maybe you're in the hospital right now, maybe you're in your deathbed. Only the Most High God knows who you are, where you are. But whoever you are, wherever you are, I want to say to you, Tav X, okay? Purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We got to turn back to the laws of the Old Testament. Turning away from those laws is what got us into all this trouble, okay? Now, enough of me disclaiming. We about to get straight into it. I'm going to give a few curses. I'm going to give a few verses that display a few curses. I'm going to show, like, 2 curses for the men, and then I'm gonna show 2 curses. I'm gonna show 2 curses that apply mainly for the men, that deals with the men, and then I'm gonna show 2 curses that apply for the women, and then I'm gonna go over a few curses that apply for men and women. Okay? And once I get finished reading these, you can go back and listen to them as many times as you want, meditate on it, think about it, and know that these are not my words. And then ask yourself, how come you just now finding out about this? You know why? Because everything happens on the Most High's time. The Most High, I'm about to show you why you just now finding out about it. Watch this. Hazelwood says, Tobit chapter 13, verse 1 through 18. Read for the family at the end. Will do, Hazelwoods. Will do. And listen, y'all remember I told y'all, everybody that you see in here, I don't care if that's your first time seeing them or not. If you see somebody ever pop up in the live chat and they got a rinse by their name, they know what they're talking about. They have a tremendous amount of information. As you can see, one of our heavy hitters, one of our big guns right here, okay? One of our snipers right here. And it's, yes, she's a woman. See, we don't play that crap over here. The Roman church tried to basically wipe women out of the picture as far as righteousness goes. You see, because I'm your brother, Mr. Real Talk, we keep it real. Are a lot of these women out here wicked as hell? Hell yeah. The majority of them are. That's why the women over here on this channel, and not just the women on this channel, it's the women who serve Yahweh and him only. They are worth their weight in gold. But it's only a handful of them. It ain't too many of them. I don't know all of the women who worship Yahweh and him only. The only women that I can speak about is the ones that I know on this channel. I know them, so I'm making a video about them. But the video, I guess it would also be for women like you women on this channel. The women on this channel are nothing short of amazing. And they're very spiritual, and they're very well informed. And I'm going to tell you this too. You better treat these women right. Okay? You should be treating all women right. But I'm telling you right now, Any women on this channel, any women who serve the Most High and Him only, Yahweh and Him only, Old Testament only, Torah only, Tanakh only women, you better do right by those women. The Most High will take your life if you ain't right with these women. I'm telling you, the Most High loves these women, and so do I. These women are worth their weight in gold. And I'm going to read that at the end, Hazel Woods. Let's get it, okay? So first, we're going to start with a curse that's only on the man. Remember, brothers and sisters, don't take any of this personally, because it's not personal. My job is to get you to see yourself in these curses. So check this out. The first one is for the men, because you're the head of the household. Let's turn to Isaiah. What time is it? 6, almost 6:30. Okay. Let's turn to Isaiah. Isaiah. You're going to go to Isaiah 51. And then you can either write these scriptures down, or you can come back to this video many times as you want and just listen and meditate on this as many times as you need to. Isaiah 51 and 20. Listen to this. This is a curse that's on the Hebrew Israelite men, God's chosen people. And tell me if you can't see yourself in this. Isaiah chapter 51 verse 20. Listen. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. The Christian pastor is never going to read that to you. I'm going to read it again. This curse is on the Hebrew Israelite men. This is how you know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. And we calling ourselves all kind of names like Black, African American, Negro, Jamaican, Mexican. I'm Black Mexican. I'm North American Indian. I'm Indigenous American Indian. Although we are all those things, I'm Black Cuban. I'm a Black Russian. I'm a Black German. We calling ourselves all kind of names. None of those names are our names. Your name is Jacob. But because you're in captivity, because you broke every single law of the Most High God, and you broke them twice on Sunday, the Most High cursed you, wiped your memory, took away your power, took away your strength, took away your ability to stand up, took away your ability to be a real man and a real woman. But now you're being called back. That's why you're here. Listen to this. Listen to this curse that's been on so-called Black people, so-called Black men. I want you to picture every ghetto in America right now. I want you to picture every inner city in America for the past 30 years, 40 years. Isaiah 51 and 20. Tell me if you don't see every inner city. I don't care where you're from. Detroit, Chicago, Miami, Ohio, Compton, DC, Baltimore, Denver. I don't care where you're from. Kansas City, Missouri. You from the ghetto. You from the inner city. Last 30, 40 years. Listen to this. Isaiah 51 and 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. What's at the head of all the streets? That's the corner, the street corner. The last 30, 40 years in the so-called Black community, the street corner is where it all has went down at. The shootings, the robberies, the drug sales, the home invasions, you name it. Tell me you don't see so-called Black men. Tell me this ain't us. Isaiah 51 and 20 again. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, at the street corner. As a wild bull in a net. Do you know how wild a wild bull will be if he's caught in a net? That bull is going to be going crazy. A wild bull at that, bucking up and down, wreaking all kind of havoc. That's been the so-called black man the last 30, 40 years on the corner like a wild bull in a net, raising all kind of hell, doing all kind of drive-by shootings, robberies, kick doors, drug sales, pimping, pandering. Tell me that this ain't our people on the corner. You know it is. Jason Edwards, what's good, brother? Jason Edwards says, Top X, Mr. Real Talk, Hazelwood's Terry. That's right. Good to see you, brother. Jason Edwards, as always. Shout out to the homies in NYC. Hey, look, the chosen ones rolling in. Chosen ones, what did I tell y'all? Anybody you see with a wrench in here, these men and women with these wrenches can help you out. They have a wealth of information. They know a whole lot. Okay? Anybody in here, any of the so-called new family members, you're just new to the channel, but you ain't new to the family. You just didn't know you had a family out here. Welcome, family. Whether you comment in the live chat or not, welcome to you. Whether you're a man, a child, a woman, whoever you are, wherever you are. Shout out to Jason Edwards and the whole NYC, representing for the NYC. We got some righteous brothers up there in NYC. It ain't many. We got a handful. We got brother Jason Edwards representing part of the Wrench gang. Todd Vex, Jason Edwards. We got King David in the house. King David representing. King David says Todd X, especially at them corner stores, sometimes helping them. Arabs set us up too, slinging dope. Yes, they do. Everybody know about the Arabs setting up shop in the corner stores, gas stations. Oh, yeah. That is us. You tell me as a so-called black man, I don't care whether you a so-called black American, a so-called Jamaican, a so-called black Mexican, whatever niggas want to call themselves. You tell me that this ain't us on these street corners, slanging, banging, doing drive-bys, doing home invasions, kick doors, you name it. It goes down on the corner. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You like a wild bull trapped in a net, bucking crazy, going crazy, scaring the hell out of everybody that passes by. Todd Vex to you, King David. Hazelwood says, at Jason Edwards, hello, King. That's right. Always good to see all of y'all, Rich Gang in the building. But let me finish that. Isaiah 51. Isaiah 51 and 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. You know what it means to be full of the fury of the Lord? It means these brothers are very angry. The last 30 or 40 years, the Hebrew Israelites in these inner cities, on these street corners, they've been very angry. Why else you think all the drive-bys? Huh? Why else you think all of the beatings and all of the violence, all kind of atrocities? If you know about that corner, you know about that corner. Like a wild bull, though. That just adds to it. Not only are you at the heads of the streets, which is the corner, you like a wild bull in a net. That bull is trying to desperately get out. I got bad news for you, black man. You can't shoot your way out of this one. Your bullets ain't gonna work this time. I don't care if you got a Tech 9, a Draco, because you know, Negroes love to boast on their artillery. Nigga, I got a chopper. Nigga, I got an AR-15. Nigga, I got 2 Tech 9s. I got a MAC 10, yada, yada. I got extendos. I got extended clips. That shit don't mean nothing. Your bullets ain't gonna get you out of this. I don't care how tough you are. Nigga, I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. So what? Being a thug ain't gonna help you this time. This is the thug right here, or at the head of the street, like a bull in a wild net. That's the thug life right there. We all know about that thug life. Don't nothing good come from that, y'all, but heartache, pain, jail cells, and caskets, and bullet holes, and stab wounds, and mamas crying. Ain't nothing good about that, y'all. Jason Edwards says the ghetto a war zone, especially the crack epidemic. 2,500 homicides, and NYC population was 2 million less. Damn. With gentrification, it's still chaos, especially the Bronx. I be hearing about all that stuff up there, Jason Edwards. I never been in NYC a day in my life, but I'm a little familiar with the insanity that goes on up there. And see, just like I'm sure a lot of brothers are, one thing y'all know, when you from the hood, you know stuff about other hoods too that's far, far, far away from your hood. As the young niggas like to call them today, the trenches. You know about the trenches all over America. If you're from the hood, you know about the hoods all over America. Sometimes even hoods outside of America. King David says facts. I just added me extended clip on my switch or BD. Don't mean nothing, but get you choked out, delete, getting raped in prison, and so on. It's not worth it. Exactly. You know, that's all niggas talk about, King David. Yeah, I just put an extended clip on my joke on BD. You know what I'm saying? Yada, 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 yada. Don't mean a hill of beans. When the Most High wants to snuff you out, nigga, you can have 100 round. Niggas love talking about 100 round this, 100 round that. Nigga, I stay with 100 round. Y'all know how many niggas I know that like to brag on the fact that they keep 100 round clip. That 100 round clip is not going to save you. When the Most High says, hey, and we read about it in the Apocrypha, when a man dies, right before you die, a decisive decree is made in the heavens. Guess what? When that decisive decree goes out, you can have 200 round clips. It ain't gonna matter, nigga. You're gonna die. You're gonna learn who you're dealing with. The Most High is not to be played with. Hazelwood says, at Jason, are they rounding up those illegals up there? Y'all notice those illegals? They got real quiet too. King David says, not only that, pass away and go to spiritual prison, catching hell on earth and going is a bad deal. Let them know, King David, because you think that you caught hell on earth. Once you pass away out of this world and you were wicked and you go into the spirit realm, I'm telling you, you're going to realize the error of your ways, but you're going to be locked in at that point. So that's why we trying to get all the brothers and sisters to pay attention, take these words to heart that we read. King David says facts. The Most High, the real hitter. He don't miss. That's right. So guess what? You can have, like these young niggas always like to talk about, I just got an extended clip. I got a 100 round this, 100 round that, 2 Dracos, a Mac 10, a chopper, yada, 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 bulletproof vest. None of that matters. Because the Most High is the real hitter, y'all. And he don't miss. You can have your goons with you, your bodyguards with you. You can have your hitters with you. You can be surrounded by 10 bodyguards, 10 hitters, 20 goons. None of that shit matters because the Most High is the real hitter. And when the Most High say, I want that nigga out of here, you going to get up out of here. And see, here's the thing. Because the Most High controls life and death, he can either make it so you can just go to sleep and pass away gently, or he can have you riddled with a 100 round clip. Yeah, he can. He can have you riddled 50 rounds. 100 round, 100 round. That's all the young niggas like to talk about anyway. 100 round this, 100 round that. Can't tell you. That's all these niggas talk about. 100 round, 100 round, 100 round. None of that's going to help you when the Most High sending them real hitters. He going to snuff you out just like that. And you're going to die with that 100 round clip right on your lap. And you're still going to pass away. Okay? Side note, right? This guy wasn't a friend of mine, but it happened in one of my hoods, right? I used to live in one of my hoods. I used to live off MLK. Y'all already know. I don't care what town you in America. If your hood, if you live on MLK, niggas get killed around that neighborhood quite frequently, okay? One of my hoods, I used to stay right off MLK, so you know what time that was. Shout out to all the good men out there, though, because I do got some good men out there. But for the most part, niggas is crazy as all get out. Niggas will hit you with 100 rounds. right? It was a nigga out there off MLK one night at the carryout, hanging out in the parking lot. I don't know whether this nigga was too high, too drunk, whatever. Nigga went to sleep with 100 rounds sitting on his lap. He was in the carryout. I don't know if he was watching the niggas in the carryout. He was getting ready to let loose that 100 rounds. Probably. But the nigga fell asleep in the parking lot on MLK. I want to say it was Friday night. Friday night on MLK with 100 rounds in the carryout parking lot. This is a typical hood story. This nigga fell asleep with 100 rounds in his lap. Somebody saw him, got scared, called the police, was like, hey, there's a young nigga out here with 100 rounds. Police came up there, so you already know what happened. Police was scared to death. Police up there tiptoeing on this nigga in the carryout parking lot. They scared to wake him up for real. Soon as they wake this nigga up, the nigga had 100 rounds sitting on his lap. So you know what happened, right? The police tried to wake him up because they can't let him sleep all night in the parking lot with 100 rounds. Police tried to wake him up. As soon as he started to wake up, he had 100 rounds right in his lap. As soon as he started to wake up, police sprayed him. And he died right there with 100 rounds. So that 100 round this, 100 round that means nothing. Okay? While we hopping on that, we're trying to drive this point home to let all the guys and the gals know this is one of the curses that's been on the so-called black man, or whatever you want to call yourself out there. Black, Mexican, Jamaican, North American Indian. We calling ourselves all kind of stuff. But this is the behavior we've been engaging in. Jason Edwards says, at Hazel Woods, yes, some parts of Queens, Manhattan, the migrants completely disappeared. But it's tricky because some spots, they're still deep. Yeah, Jason Edwards. Sound confirmation, I'm seeing that too. I'm seeing a noticeable downtick in the migrants, but some parts, they're still there. I'm seeing it. King David said it at the same time. Laugh out loud. Can't make this up. Hazelwood says at Hazelwood, I'm sorry, Jason Edwards says at Hazelwoods, I still see lots of Mexicans, but I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like I'm seeing less of them crammed in homes 30 deep. Yeah, they're trying to keep a low profile, Jason Edwards. Ever since the Trumpster got back in, they're trying to keep a low profile. But look, do you guys see on that corner, Isaiah 51:20? That is the black man full of the fury of the Most High on the corner like a bull in a net. That's one of the curses for the men. Now, let's go read one of these curses for the women. Once again, and I got to give it extra disclaimers for the sisters. This is why I give it extra disclaimers for the sisters, right? Because you brothers are hard. Men are hard. We might not like certain things, but we can take it, right? We don't like certain things, but we can take it because we're hard. A man is supposed to be hard. And women are supposed to be soft. And a lot of women are soft, even though they act hard. And you know what? Hazel Woods, it's funny that you bring that out because I was definitely going to read that. But first, we're going to read this. Family, listen to this good. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 17. I want you to listen, Hebrews. Listen good. This curse right here applies to not all, but a great deal of our women. And these curses that the Most High put on the nation of Israel are markers that he put on us so that no matter how far we get away from this, at some point, once we slow down, we'll be able to stop, gather ourselves, and say, look, this is why this is happening to us, because the Most High set these things down on us until we will realize, repent, and be able to move out from under the curses. That's how we're going to get rid of these curses, by turning back to the laws of the Old Testament, y'all. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 17. Listen. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Listen to this, family. The daughters of Zion, not all of them, right? But enough of them, a lot of them. A lot of them have a problem. They're not able to grow their hair as long as they used to. Okay? Look, in the ancient days, listen to me, Hebrews. In the ancient days, the daughters of Zion were able to grow their hair as long as they wanted to, as long as any of the other nations could. All of them could. But because of these curses, and this curse is only for the women. Just like Isaiah 51:20, that was only for the men. Now I'm speaking to the women out there. And this doesn't happen to every single woman. Just like the Isaiah 51:20, every single so-called black man didn't go through that, but enough of them did. Not everyone, but a lot of them. Same thing with this one right here. Isaiah 3:17. Not every single daughter of Zion has this problem, but enough of them do. A lot of them do. We're going to read it again. Listen to all of my daughters of Zion out there. Therefore, the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. A lot of our sisters always like to wear wigs. A lot of our sisters like to wear different kind of hair that's not theirs. Okay, why am I bringing that up? I'm not bringing that up to shame the sisters or to bash them. I'm bringing that up to let you know that I know your pastor's not going to tell you this. Your mother's not going to tell you this. Your mother probably don't even know. Your grandmother probably going through this. Your grandmother probably doesn't even know. There may be some young woman out there, some young Hebrew Israelite woman out there. You will be able to go home and tell your mother and your grandmother this. You'll be able to show them who they are because of the curses. Some curses are specific for the men. Some are specific for the women. A lot of the so-called black women out there, whether you call yourselves black, whether you call yourselves North American Indian, whether you call yourselves Jamaican, black Mexican women, I'm a black Cuban, I'm black German. We calling ourselves all kind of names. But our women have a problem because the Most High God, he did what? Therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. The Most High God knows how important hair is to our women. At one point in time, believe it or not, that was part of their crowning glory. You know, at one point in time, that was one of our sisters' crowning glory. And some of our sisters still have it, but a lot of our sisters don't. But they're going to get it back, okay? And why am I bringing this out? It's a shame. It is a shame that regular people like me and you guys and gals got to bring these out. Why ain't your pastor ever brought this out? Why ain't your pastor never told the brothers about Isaiah 51:20? And why he ain't told the women about Isaiah 3:12? Your pastor is a slut and a whore. That's why. And he's on the take by the filthy, stinking Roman church. But I'm not. I'm your brother, and I love all of my brothers and all of my sisters. So I got to bring this out so that we can all turn back to the God of the Old Testament. And the Most High knows where to hurt. He knows how to hit us where it hurts. Okay? He knows for women, beauty is something for women. Hair is a part of their beauty, part of their glory. Not only their hair, their smile, their face, their body. Women are something special. And not just because of the physical. Spiritual too. But the church has basically abolished women and wiped women out of history. But we bringing them back, the righteous women anyway. We bringing them back. And we got a lot of righteous women on this channel. Some of our big heavy hitters. And now we're going to go and read another curse for the man. Then we're going to read another curse for the woman. And then we're going to read a few curses for all of us. And then I'm going to let y'all go so we won't be on here all night. Hazelwood says Isaiah 3:12. Well, Hazelwood, we'll read that right now. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, listen to this, y'all. Listen good. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Oh my God. Hazel Woods, this is the bombshell. This is one of them curses, y'all, to let you know who you are. The people that this stuff happens to, you are the hidden ones. You are the chosen ones. You are the Hebrew Israelites. And the pastor at church is never going to tell you. Listen again. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. That's a curse, by the way, because the man is supposed to rule over the women. And I know, because the way this society is, a lot of our women, they ain't going for that. They rather side with the Gentiles, because the Gentiles say they want the woman to rule. That's why a lot of people out there wanted to vote for Kamala Harris, Kamala, whatever. Because sound confirmation. Because a lot of these men today, you're weak. You guys, you are my brother, but I'm not gonna let you slide when you're being weak. We gotta tighten up and we gotta toughen up and we gotta understand. Even though we have been ruled by women the majority of our lives, time for that stuff to stop. Time to come back to your senses, snap out of it, and we got a nation to lead, y'all. Women and the children. We gonna get there too. Listen, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And it says, children are their oppressors. Is it not the young niggas out here? They call themselves YNs these days. These young niggas are off the hook. No respect. All they care about is 100 round this, 100 round this. I got 2 Dracos. I got a Tech 9, Mac 10. I'm spinning the bin, spinning the block. I'm spraying, I'm riding, I'm sliding. That's all these young niggas talk about today. Even some of the older niggas. All you talk about is your artillery, your weaponry. But especially these young niggas, they just don't care. Now, I don't know about other parts of the country, but here in the DMV, they got something that they call, it's all a part of, gangster rap, drill music, drill rap. They call it free car music. Free car music is basically just when you steal a car and you go to the ops neighborhood and you just let loose all of your artillery and your ammo. Like I said, the young niggas around here, they call it free car music. Go out, steal a car. You and a bunch of other young niggas get in there with 100 rounds, maybe 300 rounds, and just go around to other neighborhoods that you don't like and just let loose 100 rounds. They call it free car music. And that's one of the things that I don't like when it starts to get warm, because you already know niggas is going to be doing a lot more killing out here. And I'm sure wherever you guys are at, I know they doing that same nonsense where you at. Part of the curses, y'all. Children, child, what did it say? Children are their oppressors. Do you not got little niggas out here who 14, 15 years old with 100 rounds, stealing cars, riding through neighborhoods, and they dumping the whole 100 rounds on the block? And they don't care who they hit because they say, hey, this is my ops. I don't like these niggas. So they just come through and they shoot whoever is out there. Sad, y'all. Children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. God's chosen people. If you are God's chosen people, women have been ruling over you. Most of God's chosen people come from a single mother background. How you like that? Did you know that? Did your filthy, stinking Christian pastor read that to you at church? The lying jellyback nigga that he is? Money grubbing gangster that he is. He got your grandmother giving him money. Whole time you ain't even supposed to be giving these niggas money. You ain't supposed to be giving the Christian pastor nothing. They're gonna pay for that too. Leading God's people astray. Oh, they're gonna pay. But women are ruling over you. That's not good. That's out of order. And that's why you're out of order. Our men are not even men anymore. They don't know how to be men. They're strong. Some of our brothers so big and strong, they'll knock you out with one punch. But they got the spirit of somebody's grandmother. There ain't nothing wrong with having the spirit of a grandmother if you're a woman. But what the hell you doing being a grown-ass man, 6'3", 245 pounds with the spirit of a grandmother? That is not right. You know why you got that on you, though? Because women rule over you. And they've set this society up in such a subtle way. Many of us are never going to be able to see this. So when some of us do see it, it's our job, no matter how long it takes, no matter how strenuous it may be at times, it's our job to bring it out. And so we're bringing it out. Hazelwood says, when I read that, that's when I knew I was a daughter of Zion. She said, when I read that, that's when I knew I was a daughter of Zion. That curse is in my family, both sides. You see that? And like I was telling y'all, family, because we know we get new men and women popping up over here all the time. Shout out to all the new brothers. Shout out to all the new sisters. If you're here right now and you're not subscribed already, I definitely encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with another chosen one, another hidden one, so that they can be revealed in Bible prophecy, just like yourself. I'm talking to you, whoever you are out there right now. Your true self is being unveiled to you in real time right now. And it's not because of me, it's because of the Most High God. And it's because of Hosea 6:2, which I'm getting ready to read. And remember, not every single man will face all of these curses for the men. Not every single woman will face all of these curses for the women. But enough of them have, a lot of them will. And look what Hazelwood says again. When I read that, that's when I knew I was a daughter of Zion. That curse is in my family, both sides. Hazelwood says, I wonder why our hair would never grow until I read that scripture. Hey, Hazelwoods, that was part of the scriptures that I read when I was first awakening. Now, I'm not a woman, but that scripture blew me away because nobody had ever read that to me. The church is never going to read that. And so many of our women are suffering with that, and they don't know why. And now they know why. If they on this channel, they're going to know because I'm going to bring it out. Hazelwood says, don't forget to read Tobit 13. I promise you, Hazelwoods, I got you. I'm not going to forget, sis. I promise. King David says, tell us I don't need a man. Okay, when the law gone and everybody for themselves and Torah gonna live, wish you had us and had us to teach and lead. All facts. All facts. Uh-oh, here we go. We got somebody named Ephraim Yasharala says, we are the children of Israel. That's right. Now, I always ask this question, fam. Every time we see somebody new in the live chat who we haven't seen before, we always are very curious as to, number one, how long have you been here? Number two, are you a man or a woman? And number three, how did you find this channel? Because we know YouTube does not like to send out notifications. So whenever somebody finds this channel, not only am I curious, but I know a lot of other brothers and sisters be like, how did they find this channel? And we would like to know, are you a man or a woman? So we know how to address you. And is this your first time on this channel? I definitely think this is your first time commenting in the live chat. And you can answer any one of those questions, or you can answer all of them whenever you like. We'd love to hear the answers. But I do believe this is your first time commenting. If it's not your first time, this is the first time that I'm noticing you. So I definitely got you in my memory bank now, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay, Ephraim Yasharala says, I'm a man of a higher, and I have been in the truth for 24 years. And I was just scrolling on YouTube. It's all love, fam. Okay. All praises to the Most High God and Him alone. Welcome, brother Ephraim Yasharala. Welcome to the channel, brother. Good to see you here. Y'all see that? You never know who might be dropping in. Good to have you here, fam. All right, brothers and sisters. I'm going to read another curse for the man individually. And then I'm going to read another curse for the woman. Ephraim Yasharala says, all praises. That's right. All praises, brother. And everybody that's in here right now, if you haven't hit that like button already, hit the like button, Hebrew, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse, hold up. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. Listen up, brothers, all the so-called black men. I don't care whether you call yourself Black American, North American Indian, Indigenous American Indian, even though we are that. You might be calling yourself Jamaican or Haitian or I'm Black Cuban. We calling ourselves all these different names. You ain't none of that stuff. Your name is Jacob. Wake up, Jacob. I'm your brother, Mr. Real Talk. I'm here to help wake you up, brother. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. This curse is on the men. This is how you know you are a Hebrew Israelite man. Like I said, not every single brother went through this, but a lot of us did. More than enough of us did. Deuteronomy 28, 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Do you hear that? That's telling you the man that is tender among you and very delicate, meaning that you used to be real kind, nice, and soft, but now something happened, and whatever this thing happened, it says his eye shall be evil toward his brother. When he used to be tender among you and very delicate, then his eyes gonna be very evil toward his brother. You know what that means? Black on black crime. How about the whole 1980s? Black on black crime. Shootings, stabbings, drug wars, turf wars, gang wars. That's that evil eye towards your brother. This is a curse. And toward the wife of his bosom. We did not treat our women right, y'all. Various different ways. You know what? We'll go into that another time. But too many ways to count. We did not do right by our women. We didn't treat them right. We didn't teach them right. We didn't cherish them. We didn't protect them. We didn't instruct them. Giving your woman instruction is part of protecting her. And we failed on all fronts. We didn't love her like we were supposed to. Part of the curse put on us. And it says, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Black man going over here, starting the family over here, over there, over there. You got 8 children, 8 different baby mamas, and you ain't around for none of them. That's a curse. Sound confirmation. Now, not all of the brothers, right? Not all of the brothers did that, but a lot of us did. Enough of us did. That curse is specifically for the men. Okay? Now we're going to go to one more curse for the women. And then we're going to like one curse for everybody. Then we're going to read Tobit, and I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you guys and gals go. Hazelwood says, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. That's right here. We just read about that, y'all, right here. Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. Papa was a rolling stone. Right there, y'all. And when Papa's a rolling stone, that's going to bring pain to the family. And listen to me. Don't get misconstrued what I'm saying. We'll go into that deeper another time. Because a man of the Most High God can have more than one wife. But that ain't what we've been doing. We've been going around starting all these different families, and we haven't been being there for them. In this day and state, I would say the majority of us, we're not capable of having more than one wife, even though we are allowed to, but we're not capable of, we don't even know how to have one wife. We don't even know how to love one woman properly, but Most High willing, we're learning. And when we follow the Most High's laws, we're going to love our women by default. We're going to teach our women by default. And they will be drawn to us by default, and we'll be drawn to them by default. This is real love, y'all. Sound confirmation. I can't make this up. And I really didn't mean to keep you guys and gals this long, but this was very critical. Every once in a while, this has to be done, and clearly, we in the spirit right now, and this has to get done, and this is going to get done. Ephraim Yasharala says our forefathers were very wealthy and could have more than one wife because they could afford them. Facts. Facts. And not only because of that, they were also righteous, which means that they could spiritually afford them. This thing goes deep. This thing goes deep. Turn with me to Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 24. King David says, facts. Why all that pumping and dumping got a lot of us with HIV and AIDS doing things out of order? It's deep. Let them know, King David. It's very deep. Everybody that's in here right now, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Share the video. Like the video. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24. This curse is strictly for the women. Listen to this. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well-set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. And burning instead of beauty. That's heavy, y'all. That's so heavy. The Most High said he's going to break the Israelite woman down because of the curse. He was going to destroy you because of the curse. Listen to what this is saying. First off, it says, and it shall come to pass instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. Listen to this, y'all. This is serious. The Most High put a curse on a lot of our women. Now, not every Israelite woman goes through this, but enough of them, a lot of them, instead of a sweet smell, there is a stink. Okay? And that stink is coming from their private parts. The vagina. The Most High has made it so there's a marker on, not all, but a lot of the Israelite women, their vagina has a horrible smell. And this is, come on, we not making fun, we not playing, joking, trying to belittle anybody. We not belittling the brothers for what happened to them. We not belittling the sisters for what happened to them. We gotta bring this out so that the brothers can see themselves in the curse and know that this is you an Israelite. And so that our women can see themselves in these curses and know this is you an Israelite. If you are a woman out there and no matter what you do, no matter how much you wash, no matter, I mean, you tried everything, but your vagina, for some reason, sound confirmation, the horrible smell just won't go away. It's a curse from the Most High God. And your pastor ain't going to tell you this. Nobody going to tell you this. So regular people like you and me, we got to bring this out to each other because we our brothers and sisters keepers. If we don't do this, it won't get done. So we doing it because we showing real love. This is real love right here. And all of us will be better for it once we can stomach it. Turn to the Most High God and get JC out of your life. Okay? Brother Ephraim Yasharala says all of that is coming from fornication. And you're right, Yasharala, a lot of that is coming from fornication. And you know what? And even if a sister's out there, she may be saying, well, I'm not fornication. Well, it's just supernatural stink, whether you're fornicating or not. The Most High wants to leave a marker on you, sis. So if you are a sister out there who has this kind of problem, now you know why. And especially if you've been saying to yourself, but I don't be fornicating. I wash really, really well, and I still have this smell. Have you been keeping the commandments of the Most High God? Have you been being an idolater, drinking spiritual blood, eating unclean foods? Those things will affect you, sis. Once you turn to Yahweh and Him only, He will begin to lift the curses off of all of us, fam. Okay, look. Now I'm gonna read like one verse or two, curses that cover everybody, and then we're gonna close with Tobit. Go to Deuteronomy. I hope that somebody out there is being edified, family. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Look at verse 30. And these verses right here are just universal verses. Okay? They can be for men or women. Look at this. Verse 30. And all these verses are curses, which are spiritual markers that Yahweh left on his chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen ones, the hidden ones. These are spiritual identifying markers so that in the end times you would know who you are. Deuteronomy 28 verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. When it says thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her, there's your slave trade right here. During slavery, many of the slaves, they had wives. But when the slave master put you into slavery, he said, nigga, I don't care nothing about that. I like your wife. I'm having sex. Period. So he laid down with your wife. And there have been numerous slave trades. Multiple nations have had us in slavery. Multiple. There's been numerous slave trades. We're going to go into that at another point too, y'all. They tried to hide all of this stuff. They can't hide from us no more because we the chosen ones. We are the saints of Yahweh. Not Yahweh, that's Yiddish. Okay, the Ish people want you to call on Yahweh. His name is Yahweh. Some people call him Yahuwah. Some people call him Yah, the God of the Old Testament, period. Minus Jesus Christ. Yahweh, please forgive me for saying that name, because we're not supposed to say that name, y'all. King David says, wearing appropriate dress, let your private breath, then that tight stuff show off your booty, getting no air. While I free ball most time, our body have to breathe. All facts, King David. Everybody out there walking around with skin tight this, skin tight that. Listen again. Verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. That's slavery. That's how you know you're an Israelite. Were your people ever involved in the slave trade? Your pastor's not going to tell you this. I know somebody out there, this is hitting hard right now because you know that your family was a part of the slave trade. So, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. That's called slavery. You build up the houses and palaces and white houses for other people. They come and they live in them after you build them for free. That's how you know you are Israelite. You see that? These are all curses that God put on the Israelites. He didn't put these curses on nobody else. Let's check out verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. That's what happened to you, and that happened to you right here on American soil. America is part of your land. Did you know that? The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4, specifically verse 4. We ain't going to read it today, but maybe we'll go into it real soon. Not today. But Joshua, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4, verse 4 specifically lets you know America is your homeland. You're from right here. Okay? But you're the hidden ones. You're the chosen ones. Everything about you has been hidden from your identity, from your true identity to your true chosen land, which is right here. Let's take a look at verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be oppressed and crushed always. The fruit of thy land, not somebody else's, the fruit of thy land. How many times have the Hebrew Israelites glossed over that verse right there? The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. When the colonizer came to America, that's what happened right here. Can't make this up. Look at verse 68. And then we're going to read Tobit, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Look at verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. What does he mean, no man shall buy you? Because they bought you. What he means was no man's going to be able to get you out of slavery. He said, what? And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Not ancient Egypt, the new Egypt. Modern day slavery with ships. Transatlantic slave trade with ships. That was you, nigga. All over the world. And not only was it the transatlantic slave, it was other slave trades too. We'll go into that at another time. But do you guys see this? Deuteronomy 28:68. That's the transatlantic slave trade right there. They also had a Pacific island trade, a Pacific slave trade. Did you know that? They hid that one. We'll go into it at another later date. Why am I telling you all that right now, though? Because I want you to know you're God's chosen people. Somebody out there, there's somebody out there right now, before you started watching this live stream, you thought you was just a regular person. You had no idea that the Old Testament is all about you and your family. You didn't know that. Ephraim Yasharala says the whole story was in the Bible the whole time, and we were rocked to sleep in the churches. Cannot say it plainer myself, brother Ephraim Yasharala. All praises to the mighty one. And thank you for that positive, truthful, encouraging statement, brother Ephraim Yasharala. Whole story was right there in the Bible the whole time, y'all. But the church, they had our book, but they rocked us to sleep, fam. Cannot make this up. Okay, we're going to read this last thing, right? And then, you guys and gals, I'm going to let you get up out of here. Let me go back where Sister Hazel said she wanted us to read Tobit. Let me see. I'm going to find it, Hazel Woods. Hazel Woods says Tobit chapter 13. Let me get it. Hold up. Give me 1 minute, Hazel Woods. Get ready to let y'all get up out of here after we read this, y'all. Okay. Tobit chapter 13. Tobit chapter 13, verse 1 through 18. Okay. You get ready to read that right now. And in case you guys never heard of Tobit, it's because the Roman Church took this out of the 1611 King James Bible in 1885. It was in there all the way up until 1885. Now, the book of Tobit, chapter 13, verse 1 through 18. One second, fam. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, fam. Okay. Here we go. Tobit 13, verse 1 through 18. Listen good, Hebrew. Then Tobit wrote a prayer of rejoicing and said, Blessed be God. Blessed be God that liveth forever, and blessed be his kingdom. For he doth scourge and have mercy. He leadeth down to hell and bringeth up again. Neither is there any that can avoid his hand. Hey, and when it says he bringeth down to hell and bringeth up again, hell means he'll bring you down to the grave, to the pit. When it says and bringeth up again, means he'll bring you back to life. Okay? Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them. There declare his greatness, and extol him before all the living. For he is our Lord, and he is the God our Father forever. And he will scourge us for our iniquities. That means he will whip your ass. He's going to beat you. Haven't we been beaten? All these curses we've been reading the whole time we've been on here, that is a spiritual and a physical beating. And he will scourge us for our iniquities, and will have mercy again, and will gather us out of all nations, among whom he hath scattered us. If ye turn to him with your whole heart and with your whole mind, and deal uprightly before him, then will he turn unto you, and will not hide his face from you. Therefore see what he will do with you, and confess him with your whole mouth, and praise the Lord of might, and extol the everlasting King. In the land of my captivity I do praise him, and declare his might and majesty to a sinful nation. O ye sinners, turn and do justice before him. Who can tell if he will accept you and have mercy on you? I will extol my God, and my soul shall praise the King of heaven, and shall rejoice in his greatness. Let all men speak, and let all praise him for his righteousness. O Jerusalem, the holy city, he will scourge thee for thy children's works, and will have mercy again on the sons of the righteous. Give praise to the Lord, for he is good, and praise to the everlasting King, that his tabernacle may be builded in thee again with joy, and let him make joyful there in thee those that are captives. That's us. And love in thee forever those that are miserable. That's us. Have you been miserable? Some of us have been miserable our whole lives. But you didn't have the guts to admit it. Stop lying to yourself. Many nations shall come from far to the name of the Lord God with gifts in their hands, even gifts to the King of heaven. All generations shall praise thee with great joy. Cursed are all they which hate thee, and blessed shall all be which love thee forever. Rejoice and be glad for the children of the just, for they shall be gathered together, and shall bless the Lord of the just. O blessed are they which love thee, for they shall rejoice in thy peace. Blessed are they which have sorrowful for all thy scourges. That's us, y'all. Haven't you been in sorrow for being whipped your whole life? For watching your mom and your dad get whipped? For watching grandma and granddad get whipped? For watching great grandma and granddad get whipped? It's a sorrowful, painful thing. Oh, blessed are they which love thee, for they shall rejoice in thy peace. Blessed are they which have been sorrowful for all thy scourges, for they shall rejoice for thee when they have seen all thy glory, and shall be glad forever. Don't y'all want that, Hebrew? I know I do, and I want that for y'all too. That's why I've been on here for almost 2 hours. After I'd been in slavery all day, I'm tired as 15 men, I'm hungry, and I'm sore, all kind of stuff. But it's the love for the brothers and the sisters. I can't pass the buck to somebody else. Just like you shouldn't pass the buck to somebody else. Somebody got to do it. Why not you? Why not me? Let my soul bless God, not Christ. Let my soul bless God, not Yeshua or Yahweh or JC. Let my soul bless God, the great King. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stone, thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold. And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir. And all her streets shall say, Alleluia. And they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be God, which have extolled it forever. That's gonna be the end game, Hebrew. And it may seem like a far off thing to you right now, but your spirit and your soul will be quickened. If you stuck in with us so far for almost 2 hours on this live stream, let me tell you something. You did that because you're special. You've been summoned here on a Monday night for 2 hours. Most people don't have the attention span to do that, to listen or to talk or to read. All of us have been summoned for almost 2 hours on a Monday night, whether we're tired or not, hungry or not feeling well or not. None of that crap matters. We've been summoned here because it's the end times. Look, just let me read this quick verse to you, and then I'm going to let everybody go. All right? And I thank everybody for being here. Hosea chapter 6, verse 2. After 2 days will he revive us. In the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. This thing is so spiritual. We don't have time to go into it right now. You can check out the video, The Spiritual Meaning of Jonah and the Whale, or Jonah and the Fish. That's a live stream that we did on this channel a little while back, not too long ago. You can check that out. That will shed more light on this. Again, after 2 days will he revive us. That 2 days really means after 2,000 years. Okay? The Roman church has pushed Christianity, has pushed Christ, Yeshua, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, JC. They've pushed that a little more than 2,000 years, a little more than 2 days, metaphorically, okay? This is prophecy right here. After 2 days, he will revive us. A little after 2,000 years, the Most High will wake us up to the fact that we need to leave JC alone. Get the hell away from Yahweh Shai, Yeshua. Get away from any other deity other than the God of the Old Testament. You follow any other deity, you're going to get snuffed. That's the best way I can describe it, all right? The Most High going to take you out. I don't want that, so I'm trying to help you by showing love and by giving this warning. And a little after 2 days, he will revive us. That's why now you're starting to see people snap out of Christianity, starting to snap out of this messianic, blood-drinking, body-eating cult. Okay? And we'll go more into it at a later time, but I want you to understand the prophecy. Hosea 6 and 2. That's why we all over here right now, because of Hosea 6 and 2. After 2 days, will he revive us? It's been a little more than 2,000 years. We fell for the whole Jesus Christ thing for a little more than 2 days, a little more than 2,000 years. But now he's reviving us. What does it say? And in the third day, he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. On that third day, we're going to be fully resurrected. Do you understand this? This is not just talking about a regular waking up. On that third day, it's going to be on and popping. You're going to be fully raised up and you're going to live in the sight of the Most High. It's going to be game over. That can happen any day, Hebrew. That's how you know we in the end times right now. That's like the ultimate linchpin. If you don't snap out of it now, just get ready to be snuffed by the Lord of hosts, because that's what's going to happen a little after 2 days. And to prove that 2 days is 2,000 years, I'm going to read this one last verse and then I'm going to let you go. I got to bring this out, y'all. I know y'all tired and I'm tired too, but this is my job, y'all. I'm tired too, fam. And I'm sore. And I'm starving. But this is it, I promise. Psalms 90:4. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday when it is past, and as a watch in the night. You see that? Psalms 90:4. When you're dealing with the Most High, a day is just like 1,000 years. 1,000 years is just like yesterday, which was Sunday, which is one day. So after 2 days, he will revive us after 2,000 years. The reign of Christ is over. Because of Hosea 6:2, we snapping out of it. You see yourselves in these curses because you are an Israelite. I hope that somebody out there was edified by this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Ephraim Yasharala says, that Gentile belt all of us felt, Yah send your spirit so we all can heal. Yes, brother Ephraim Yasharala. Yes. Shout out to you, brother Ephraim Yasharala. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new family members over here. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, play it back as many times as you need to, and let these prophecies and verses sink in. And realize these are not my words. These are the words of your God. He wants you back because you've been asleep a little over 2 days, a little over 2,000 years. Ephraim Yasharala says, I believe in Yeshaya. Okay, brother Ephraim Yasharala, we do not believe in Yeshaya. We don't believe in JC, Christ, Jesus, Yeshua, none of that. This is an Old Testament only channel, brother. We don't subscribe to none of that stuff at all. We don't believe in the New Testament on this channel. And we have no problem clarifying that and showing why that is. We'll have you on here if you'll come on here another time, brother. We would love to have you come on here on the live chat. We'll let you come on the live and you will be able to defend your point, brother. We'd love to hear. We got SP. SP says, Shalom. Headed to the playback. Just got on. Okay, sis. Hey, sis, you're going to like this one, sis. Always good to see you, though. Once again, to all of the new family members, anybody you see in here with a wrench, they can be of great assistance. They are of great assistance. They have a lot of valuable information and they can help steer you all in righteousness. They can help steer me in righteousness. This is a family gang over here. And this is a gang about righteousness. And we don't play about our family members, our gang members. We don't play. We will pull up and get busy. This is not the Christian church. Once again, special video dedicated to all of the ladies who come on this channel all the time. We will be going live Saturday night at 6:30. That video dedicated to the ladies. And if you are a lady who always comes on this channel, you better come on that live Saturday night and not just watch. You ain't got to say a lot, but when you come in, you at least got to say something to let us know you in the chat, to let us know you in the stream, because I'm making the video for you. So you got to say something, because we love the ladies around here, because y'all are not regular women. None of the women on this channel are regular. You are extraordinary women who serve the Most High and Him only, no idols. And for that, you are amazing. And your spirits are amazing. I can feel y'all spirits. And I love y'all. Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most High willing, I'll see y'all on the next live stream on Wednesday evening. Hope somebody was edified by this. I'm out.